Hello everybody, it's me Mark with Mark's Issues with Archie Comics. Well, today is Thursday, and yesterday I went up to my local comic shop, picked up a bunch of books. I got one in the mail, and I thought I'd go over those with you. But before we get into that, I want to remind everybody that the voting has started for the CBC Awards. I am a finalist. My category was Community Hidden Gem. If you guys could go over and vote for me, I'd really appreciate that. It'd be really cool to show the comic book community that Archie is still a viable and read comic book out there. Not everything is, absolute Batman or absolute X-Men or whatever, the new hot thing happens to be. Also, later tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, I will be on Gary B. the Casual Comic Guys show. It's the 10-1-1. So please come over and watch that. I appreciate the support, and it's a great channel. And just to remind everybody, while you're there, there's a lot of categories. There's a lot of channels. There's links to all the channels on the site, and I found quite a few new channels that I enjoy watching. Let's go ahead and get into the book, shall we? This one came in the mail. Believe it or not, I'm trying to cover up the address. I don't want to get in trouble. This is how they send it. And this is just a crinkly little bag. And that white piece, it's paper. It's not even a... I'm trying to open it for everybody. This is how they actually mail their comic books from Archie Direct. And can you see how thin that address paper is? But anyways, somehow, remarkably, they have made them safe to my mailbox. This is the Archie Comic Digest Halloween special. It's out again. It should be in your local grocery stores, maybe some of your drug stores. This will be out until 11/23/26. It is a Dan Parent cover, and there are Dan Parent stories. There's a bunch of stories in here. They're all Halloween stories. Sorry. Monster stories. I'm just randomly... I haven't read it yet. But last year it was all Halloween stuff, and their Halloween stuff makes sense, right? Alright. The next one I have is Super Mondo Mega Mutts number 2. This is a variant cover. I wonder what would happen if we called that number. I wonder if there used to be a song where they gave out Jenny's number, and it actually belonged to someone, and they ended up having to change their number because they just kept getting phone calls. I wonder if that's an actual number to something. This is a variant cover. This cover is done by Juan Gideon. This one is Frankie. There is a number 1 that looks just like this, but it's got Wolf on the front, the little black dog. I'm going to try to get all the dogs in their Lost Dog poster covers. The next one I have here, this is Rom Special number 1. I've always been a fan of Rom. I read Rom when he was in the Marvel Universe. I had his entire run at one point. I believe that was taken away by Hurricane Charlie. So it's out in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico, and the fish are eating it right now. The cover on this one is by Lorenzo De Felici. I don't know how to pronounce it. De Felici, Felici. I haven't read it. I flipped through it. It looked really, really good. I got to the end of it, and I realized this is all part of the Skybound universe. So there's going to be crossovers into G.I. Joe and Transformers and Mask and whatever else they're putting out. And I don't know if I want to get that involved in it, so we'll just have to see how this book goes and how much of a crossover it is to see if I keep up with it or not. The next one I have here, this is Archie Comics 85th Anniversary presents #1, Betty and Veronica Fashion Pages. Really fun book. The covers are by Dan DeCarlo. I'm going to open this one up and show you guys the inside. And it's just, you have a lot of the old-fashioned pages, like in the old days. The first story in here is by Dan Parent. It's Fall Back, Fashion Forward. This one originally came out in Betty and Veronica Double Digest number 288 back in 2020. It's a fun story. It's all every story in here has to do with fashion, and then of course you've got more pin-up pages. More pin-up pages. The second story in here is Betty and Veronica in Fashionably Lame. This is written and drawn by Fernando Ruiz. This story originally came out in Betty and Veronica Double Digest number 205. I believe that was from 87. But it's really, they were doing a lot with the colored hair back then. I remember 1987. I was in high school. Very fun book. And of course, you get back into more pet fashions. There she is with the dogs. So this has a mixture. There's 2 stories, and then there's fashion pages. There's Betty as I Dream of Jeannie. You even have Cheryl Blossom in here. And then, of course, you get the advertisements at the end there. So that was a fun book. And then I got the variant covers, which are, this is the Betty one, and these are like the fashion pages. These were what are called paper dolls back in the day. Back in the day, you used to take scissors to your comic books, and you would count these little outfits, and then you would fold the little white tabs around the model, whether it be Betty or Veronica. Nowadays, a good idea to do is go down to like Office Depot or Office Max or one of those places and just make color copies of them, and then you can cut it up and you're not ruining your book. And then I saw this one and I had to get it. It's the virgin cover of the first one I showed, but this one is foily and shiny. It looks really, really nice. So that's all I've got for my comic shop run yesterday. I appreciate everybody for watching. If you please could remember, go over and vote, not just for me, but for everyone else that you enjoy on the CBC Awards. Click onto a lot of the different channels and see what you're missing. There's a lot of shows out there that are really, really good. And then don't forget, later tonight I will be on Gary B, the Casual Comic Guys 10/11 at 8 p.m. I'm looking forward to that. And then on Sunday, I think it's Sunday, I'll double check, but I'm on Matt's superhero show. Matt from Matt Likes Comics. That was just a last minute entry, and I'm still trying to pull books for that, so my little studio is a mess. But that's all I have for today. And remember, everybody, read and enjoy your comics. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.